Hello, welcome back to the Gamer's Tale. This is the third episode of the Adventures of the Onyx Feldspar, and I'm joined by Josh, Jose, and Ben, and we'll be following the adventures. Last time we left off, Tasty Cakes, and I keep forgetting Jose's character, were rushed off into the underground, escaping capture by the local police and military units. During their escape, they're separated from Aussie and Tasty Cakes and their guides. So Jose is wandering around in the dark, underground.
My name is Albert.
Albert's
Albert,
wandering.
Albert, not Albert. Albert, not Albert. God damn, that's a fucking name.
Oh my gosh. Albert is wandering around the underground, trying to make his way to the surface in order to make contact with his crew. Or at least the rest of the crew. So obviously, you're walking down a tunnel.
Yep.
And it's dark. You hear rats scurrying. What do you do?
All right. So how far was it from the opening?
I gotta log on to the thing.
He's not even.
What was the question?
How far is it from the opening that we came in through?
There's several hundred feet, and you've gone down several levels. So this is deep underground, like an old sewer system.
Oh boy.
It might be connected to some trains.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. If they're gonna be moving, if they move stuff through the black market, especially the hush hush stuff, it would be around here. I want to do a quick perception check to see if I can find any tracks. Like footprints wouldn't be that big. Like any type of tracks I can find that's more like human, like feet.
That's something that's moving around down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You find a well-trafficked area, as if lots of things have been dragged down there, such as cargo.
Okay. All right, so there must be an exit this way, so I start following it. Before that, I want to roll a stealth check, make sure that if anything is down here that I don't know about, I don't want it to hear me. So that would be stealth.
You move as if a shadow, passing along the wall.
That's right. Yeah. Suck it. What?
Be able to sneak up even on the rats before they notice you, before you grab them. Anyway, so you find an old station that is definitely not anywhere near the surface, but it's where they've stopped and used the trains before. And you find actual tracks.
How?
So there's most likely an access to the surface if you follow them.
So follow my will.
Okay. You travel several hundred feet, and there is a ladder to a manhole cover. Do you risk going up it?
I check the ladder, make sure it's not booby trapped or anything like that. Make sure it's sturdy. I don't want to start going up and all of a sudden my hand catches a razor blade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that would be probably another perception check.
Seems legit.
Yeah, but it
doesn't seem to be anything dangerous except for a slight rust, and a couple of the rungs are missing.
Start going up it.
All right, you reach it to the surface without any trouble. You are 300 feet outside the city. Your options are to go back to the city compound where you've parked the car, where you and Tasty Cakes had parked the car, and get it, or move toward the city that houses the Onyx Feldspar in hopes of meeting up with part of your crew on the way.
All right, this is that conundrum. Should I go on without Tasty Cakes, or should I go get him before he gets himself into even bigger trouble?
You don't know. Well, Aussie's also missing, so obviously you can leave him behind.
Yeah.
You could assume that they're both there together, and you could use the reinforcements of the
Mhm.
crew to come back and find him.
All right,
There's no
Tasty,
guarantee.
you're on your own for right now. Time to go to Feldspar.
Okay, so you begin walking. Lots of walking. You're already footsore. I can feel it. You're walking through a heavily wooded area toward general town in which the town in which the Feldspar is harbored is triangulated midway between the area of the Indigo Mollusk and this city. So it's the other major city in the area.
Is there a curfew in this one too?
What? There, cure or map?
Say again.
I didn't hear your question.
Oh, I said, is there a curfew in this town too?
You're currently not in any town right now. I'm just laying the scene.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As you travel along, you come across another town. This one does not have a curfew, but full state of prohibition is in effect.
Shit.
You come into a bustling nighttime scene that is much more the boring because there are no alcohol or drugs that are visibly available.
Oh boy. Well, go into the town. Try and find the area. What was this? What was the spot I had to go to meet the rest of the crew?
You have to meet them in another city. This is just on the way. This is the only town between the town you just escaped and where the Onyx Feldspar is hit. So you're checking here just in case some of your crew is there.
Yeah, and maybe, I don't know, to catch a break because it's been a long day already.
It's not that kind of story, boys. All right, so obviously the places to go are not the bar, because who would be in a bar in a place where there's no alcohol?
Exactly.
Perhaps the brightly lit and somewhat shady-looking games arcade place is much better with its suggestive signs on the outside that maybe it's not really an arcade place.
I go check it out.
Where you enter, several individuals eye you as you come in. They ask you your business there.
My own. And I keep walking.
You reach the main area where a counter is with the cashiers is sitting, and she asks you if you want some soda, emphasizing that it's probably not soda.
Of course I would love some soda.
She ushers you behind the cash register, pushes apart one of the shelves there, and enters you into a speakeasy.
Here we go.
It's also a brothel. Where you wonder, from Tasty Cakes' stories that he told you on the way there, don't question it, about him and Regis' good time in the town of the Indigo Mollusk, of Shaka.
The Boom Shack.
Oh yes, that's the name of the town, is Shaka.
Do I remember what any of the other crew looked like, sounded like?
Yeah, you spent some time with all of them. You've met them all before. It's just that you've been split up because the captain had reasons, and the Onyx Feldspar was getting overhauled, so he left some of the crew around to pick up odd jobs and to have some short leave.
All right, so I'll hang out to the speakeasy for a while, see if anyone shows up. If anything, I'll just get a room, spend the night, and then go and head out to Feldspar in the morning. And hopefully, Tasty Cakes will be with us alive and well.
Or at worst, Aussie's alive and well.
Or dead, and then, and Tasty Cakes is alive.
Anyway. Roll to see if you notice anyone, unless you've already done that, anything you recognize in the speakeasy.
Oh.
You hear the familiar tones and see one of your comrades, and with a girl on each arm and a tankard of, well, whatever's strong enough to fit in there, and you find Regis in the midst of drunken debauchery.
The gnome?
No, that's I have no idea what the gnome's name is, but that's Josh.
Okay. Josh's character is
Regis.
I don't see my character on the board. Are we?
There, I don't have the board up because I have no map currently for this place.
Oh,
this is Theater of the Mind.
Oh.
It will most likely be Theater of the Mind for the rest.
Now we have to go old school D&D, and we see it in our minds.
Yeah, I pull it up my ass.
So I just if I'm sitting at the bar stool, I just turn around, put an elbow on top of the thing, and cross my legs and have the drink, and I'm like stirring it in my hand and looking at him, not even trying to hide the fact that I'm eyeballing the hell out of him. Like when he finally notices me, I'm just gonna nod and be like seriously. Okay, what kind of crew am I with? I seriously doubt that. I'm shocked we ever get anything done.
Well, let's put it this way: we finally found out who his grandmother is.
My grandmother?
Yeah, that was the cover story. While you weren't there, you took the good car and went to visit your grandmother.
Trying to find your grandmother.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
Yeah, she's only 30. She's only 25 and has daddy issues.
She's working to pay off college.
And she's gonna be a new mama.
Yeah. She doesn't even know who the daddy is.
Obviously, it's Regis. Right now, at least.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'm guessing, Benjamin, you want your gnome to be named Brochelon?
Yes.
Okay. So eventually you'll encounter Brochelon in this.
Bertram or
Brotulon.
Brotulon?
Yes.
I will.
Just call him Bro if that's all you can need. Because he's a little short.
Just a little.
That's kind of repetitive to say that. I am short or I am little. You don't have to call me little and short.
I have nothing.
All right, so obviously, Regis is not at all alarmed that you show up here without tasty cakes. Do you want to fill him in on what happened?
Did Tasty Cakes disconnect?
Tasty Cakes isn't on right now.
Is he lagging?
He is lost. He is lost in the underground with Aussie. That's what happened when where they got busted out of the secret hideout, where they found out that a necromancer is behind the plague, and that he is working for the king, and you've been hired to overthrow the kingdom, at least the kingship, and this necromancer in order to right the wrongs of this land currently. If I forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. That's your new task. But obviously, you have to find tasty cakes in the nearest future. But you're in no hurry. Obviously, given Regis's current position, So Alvar and you are sitting in the bar, trying not to get caught. Trying not to get caught in yet another illegal situation you guys find yourselves in. But this is nothing new for a mercenary crew.
The day it's not an illegal situation is the day I start wondering what we're doing. I'm being honest.
That is true. I mean, given the state of things, everyone knows there's a speakeasy somewhere, especially one so garishly lit as this arcade studio or arcade place. It's unlikely that this is not known by the authorities.
Yeah, I told the story about what happened with the authorities last time we were at a bar, and a gang tried to take over, and it's just I had to regulate hardcore stuff.
Oh yeah, your informant also got shanked. You forgot that part.
I leave that out. It's not my fault. No, I tell him that it looked like a hit. The guy managed to get away, and it was just pure utter chaos. It's just chaos.
Narrators know it actually was a hit. No one else can understand this, but we all wink knowingly. Obviously, Regis is not at all alarmed by this, otherwise he would gasp in surprise or something.
Regis, you there? Hello.
I'm here. I'm just trying to look for what's my spell?
He's a caster.
Yeah, he's a caster. He's the... What spell are we looking for?
Something to make me disappear.
Invisibility? You can cast invisibility?
Sure, let's do that. Let's cast invisibility.
No, you can't cast invisibility just yet, dude.
You have two women on your arms.
No. If anything, I think he cast Charm Person with these two ladies. Holy shit, the guy that got to play Barracuda, 7 feet tall, 330 pounds. Jesus.
Wow. What?
No, for the Punisher series, I just found out on IMDb that the actor they got, Winston James Francis, he's going to play Barracuda on the Punisher.
Oh, damn.
He's literally a human giant. Was it for season 2 though? Whatever. Carrying on.
Regis informs you that your other crew member, Bro, is in the area as well. He has the car.
Have the car.
For whatever reason. Yeah, you have the car that you guys stole.
I hope so. Because last time I remember, he doesn't have a driver's license.
Yeah, that is actually right. Wait, no, that was Tasty Cakes. Tasty Cakes didn't have the driver's license.
Oh, he didn't have the driver's license?
Yeah, so Brochelon is in the area with the car, not in the town, because trolling in a speakeasy is not something you have with your vehicle parked in town.
No, of course not.
Yeah, I got a cough. So, what is your course of action currently? Do you wish to go and get the support of the Onyx Feldspar itself, a decent-sized aquatic airship, with guns,
of course,
other resources, or do you want to go in the car to look for Tasty Cakes, and most likely Aussie?
Yeah, out of character. Is he playing tonight? Because if not, we're just gonna go on and we'll move on without him.
He's probably not. So I'm just gonna leave him wandering around the tunnels. I mean, he won't mind. It'd probably be right at home in a sex dungeon or something.
Yeah. I don't doubt he's in a good place right now.
All right, so Regis, when you want to leave this this field of plenty, if you'll excuse my innuendo, and all this booze.
Say that one
That's
more
you,
time.
Josh. When do you want to leave the speakeasy and the harlots?
I'm pretty much done right now, so yeah, we can leave whenever.
All right. You and Alvar get up and proceed out of the speakeasy. Roll to see if anyone notices your exfiltration.
We're rolling.
Wow, that's really high. All right, so Alvar slips out with all the ease of his rogueness, and barely even notices that there's even one less body in the place. Let's see what happens with Josh. I'm expecting something very amusing, at least.
We're doing a 20 roll.
Yeah, roll 20.
Plus your perception.
Yes.
Plus your perception.
All right.
Plus my perception. How do I do perception?
That's gonna be your wisdom modifier plus whatever skill points you put in perception.
Well, I'll take the 18, and what's that for, Benjamin?
My hit points.
Oh, okay. You both slip out of the speakeasy. No one is aware that you've even left. You didn't draw any attention to yourselves, which is pretty awesome. You proceed out of the town to the rendezvous point that was set up with Bro. I'm going to be introducing you now, Benjamin. So,
Okay.
unfortunately,
We're going to see how this goes.
you come upon the area and don't notice that Bro is actually standing right next to the car. He's actually just hidden by it because of his stature being so...
I'm short.
Yeah. But very broad. He's got to pluck those strings somehow. Why are you being charismatic? Okay, anyway. You engage in conversation with Bro and determine that you're going to drive back to the area which the Onyx Feldspar is housed. And I actually do have a map for that. Okay. It is a sprawling metropolis set in such a way that has a very, very large river running through the end of it. You're coming in from the east side, which is actually the suburban area, which would be on the right of the map that is now currently visible to the players.
What is all these rolls?
What?
How many rolls did he do? Just noticing that he rolled a lot.
Yeah, he did. All right, so you're coming in.
Oh crap! What the hell happened?
Exactly.
What did I do?
I'm like, what?
He was beating Bro up in the back of the car. Is what he was doing. All right. So you're coming in off this tributary over here on the right-hand side, which would be the southeastern portion of this map, where my yellow circle is pulsating.
Pulsating.
Pulsatile motion.
Where's it at? Do it again.
You're in this general area of the map.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
The map is actually quite large, so if you zoom out all the way to the right, pull it all the way down, you'll be able to see the yellow circle.
You said the bottom right?
I only see like weapons shop, barracks, gate.
Yeah, I don't see a yellow circle.
Oh, sorry. I have not done that. Hang on. Teleporting.
There's
two different things. There's my view, and then there's also the player's view. By the way, right over here, this general area.
Holy shit.
Do I zoom into the yellow circle?
Yeah, because we're in the forest right now.
Oh, I see. I see it.
No, this is just giving you the general area and where you have to get to. If you go up to roughly around the center of the map, there is a small golden square.
Mm-hmm.
That is where the Onyx Feldspar is birthed.
Mm.
Oh, so it's a ship.
It's a ship that can fly in the air.
Okay. I thought it was like a Star Wars ship.
No, there's no. Oh, there technically is a possibility of space travel in here, but I didn't want to have you guys go to other planets because that's just too much of my time.
Kind of like the Fallout 4 Pridwin.
Oh, the
I know what that means. Let's say yes.
Like
So I suppose if I picked a firearm that is not built yet, I've got to grab a different one then.
No, it's pretty advanced. We have there are computers. It's just hard to get them in this area of the country. So no Star Wars stuff like laser blasters, but there could exist.
Laser weapons could be possible,
but they're definitely not here. If it shoots bullets, go for it.
Okay, and you'll take care of the modifiers and everything because they're not like this one. The one that I picked doesn't have an article listed for it yet, so I don't know what the modifiers and base attack and everything is.
I was just going with one that has a modifier for it because I'm not paid for that crap.
That's great.
If you want, I would suggest the Browning High Power from the Fallout supplement with something like, since you are a small man, some sort of SMG.
But that's a plethora. Hey man, I'm telling you right now, small caliber weapon.
Hey, 22 SMG is going to do some work.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was doing work with a 9mm. Catching guys by surprise. The thing is, I was also putting sneak attack damage because they couldn't.
Tasty Cakes almost got them arrested after that too.
And the cops let me go, and I had a suppressor on me. And they're like, "Well, guess what? He managed to kill like 7 guys cleanly. Managed to detain and arrest 1. We'll let it slide this time." Yeah. You don't know how many bodies I've dropped at this thing.
All right. So
anyway,
as you drive into where the hell the city is called, you have to make it to. You have to decide whether you go through the open country land just north of the area you're currently in, or through the metropolis. Which I just now noticed those aren't roads, those are walls. So this is actually a walled city. Interesting.
Probably around the country. As much as possible for me, yeah. Just to avoid.
Oh yeah.
Because we're still pretty good on supplies, right?
Oh,
yeah, we stocked up.
You're still out of Twinkies though.
Damn it.
No.
All right, so you have a choice of 4 different bridges, with the closest one being this one.
Wait, I don't see it.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume, since you like staying outside of the area of people, you drive to this location. Who's driving?
Wait. Before anything. Nothing against the gnome.
Wait, you're saying I can't drive just because I can't reach the pedals and see at the same time?
Well, he was driving it before, and it's not crashed yet.
I took some old mop handles and I strapped them to my legs so that I can, and a high seat, so I can still reach the pedals and see out the window. Yeah.
You know what? You know what? It just doesn't surprise me anymore. The things that I've been going through. You can drive.
Okay. I will be your wheelman.
I said nothing.
Well, let's put it this way. He is the bard, so he's most likely the best one to negotiate. Because you're coming up on a checkpoint.
Oh, shit. Checkpoint.
Okay. So you reach a toll on the bridge. And obviously, since there is a zombie plague going and a military cover-up at the exact same time, they're not too fond of foreigners.
I bet they're not.
And we can't guarantee that you've been seen before because you are literally 3 guys in a city of what is definitely millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
If we had 2 more, we could make some good burgers.
Oh, burgers. Babe, burgers tomorrow.
Yes, I'm already inspirational as the bard.
Awesome. All right.
Give me a second. Give me a quick second. Hold on.
Well.
What?
So we're going to determine how, since Josh is apparently...
No, I know.
Regis is apparently the most... one of the most traveled of the characters. How did you and Bro meet?
I don't think I have a cash in my account.
How did who?
How did Brotulon and Regis meet?
Okay, remind me again, who is Regis?
Regis is Josh. He is a caster who was met in prison by Tasty Cakes, and we haven't determined how you met Albert.
No, just us. Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet.
But the other guy, whose name I forgot, who hasn't been on, which one is his? Come on. Trying to find where you guys all are. There are no tags. Something's odd. Something's off. I need to find your guys' profiles. Can't find your guys' profiles. There you go. Okay. Ernest. Ernest hasn't been on.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
How did Alvar and Regis meet? Because you met Tasty Cakes while you were playing poker and convinced him to substitute his primary weapon as his favorite stolen item of the Queen's dildo.
Yeah.
What is your card number?
Hold on.
Okay, so you at least determined how Brotulon and Regis met.
Well, I see. I remember this really well. I remember that when Regis was released from prison, you were released from prison, right?
They escaped on the Onyx Feldspar.
They escaped. Oh, I heard about their escape because I've got connections inside the prison, and I wished them well, and I started following them from a distance. And one time I stole his Snicker bars out of his pocket because I'm weird like that.
There are less painful ways to commit suicide. I'm just saying.
Matt Snickers.
But I'm totally not creepy.
No,
I'm not creepy.
No.
Or slightly bipolar.
You have no idea how to keep your hands to yourself, I'm sure. Like old gnomes.
Yeah, I slide my hands into guys' pants all the time.
I bet they do.
I mean, into their pockets.
Pants. Pants.
Their pants pockets.
Yeah, exactly.
For Snickers bars.
For Snickers bars.
Right. You and Tasty get along really well, I can tell. Let's just say you're the prankster of the Onyx Feldspar, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so he's actually from Tasty Cakes and Regis' past since he heard of their escape. How did Alvar and these two meet each other?
How did we meet? Let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure the Bard has been hanging out in several of the speakeasies, and me as a rogue, I like to always find the underground, so to speak. And
I was playing my violin. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a hater of the lost art of violin, because it might as well be. Oh my God, my son is in here. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay, so we found out something important. Bro plays the violin. I was thinking a stereotypical lute, like some small guitar. But you're like a high-end bard, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I've got some taste. I got some class.
So
Bard class.
No loot for you.
so I noticed that this little man was playing his violin, and people liked his style. They gave him some money. And there was a couple of ruffians following him. The what's off? Oh, that's why. Some ruffians trying to bully our little friend here. And my son is pissed the fuck off. Pissed off. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
It's all right, little dude.
He doesn't care. He just doesn't. He's had a day. They put him on his They put this Halloween costume on him. He liked it for like a minute. He started falling all over the place. He's trying to eat rocks and dirt, but no, they want him to eat real food. Seriously, he was getting pissed off. I would take the like pieces of bark you take off the tree and run away with it. He doesn't care.
I mean, my family friend, she has two sons, and they were in an area they had a couple of scorpions and some rattlesnakes. I mean, food and nature. Food and nature. Anyway, so you stopped the mugging and molestation of Brodelon after a gig in a speakeasy.
And I very much appreciated that. That's my job.
Yeah. So and then we rolled the guys and took their stuff. and from then on, it's just like how about that? You play the violin. Anybody started messing with you, go like, hey, look, it's just one gnome, man. Let's take his stuff, and we just like, okay. We had a little side business going. It was going good, but then we got separated, and then this guy in a gimp suit showed up.
I'm always wary of gnomes because they're like knee level, and they're really stabby, so you can get stabbed in the kneecap real easy. So
hold on. Don't tell me that you're a fan of Randy Newman, are you? Racist against short people.
I'm wary of gnomes, but I like gnomes.
Okay.
Yeah. they're just real stabby with the kneecaps, and that's just kind of some are temperamental, in my experience. But I generally like them. They're cool.
Okay, so did we figure out how Brodelon and Regis met? Oh wait, no, yes, that's right.
That was I stole a Snicker bar.
Yeah, Snicker bar, and you knew them from prison because you have connections in prison, or the prison system. So that only leaves. Okay, we'll just assume that you all know each other. All right, back to the checkpoint on the bridge. There's things. Okay. So one of the armed guards at the surprisingly fortified bridge toll booth motions you to roll down your window, and of course, Bro complies. And he's asked what their purpose of crossing the bridge is. More importantly, if they have coin.
I don't. I mean, what's the point of crossing the bridge? I don't know. We're trying to dig ourselves into a hole. I mean, how? What sense does it make to ask somebody why are you crossing the bridge to get
The
to
most
the other
important
side?
question is,
Do I look like a chicken?
Like these guys, are they police? Who are they?
it's unknown. For all you know, they could be people posing as people, and this is just a shakedown.
Exactly. This is one of what? How is he dressed?
He's dressed in mismatch uniform and equipment.
What is his equipment? What's it like?
It's definitely seen some use, military hardware, but as you encountered at the black market, that stuff is cheap around here and can be purchased quite easily.
His face, is he dirty, clean? Is his teeth fucked up? Fucked up teeth are a sign of bad people, of bad guys, unless they're clean teeth.
He's missing one. He's missing at least one, but he's obviously been out in the sun for a while, and it is a hot day.
I slide him a 20 just to leave us alone.
He takes the 20 and says that it's 50 to cross the bridge.
Too bad. That's all you're getting.
What's his buddy? How many of them are there? How many of them are there?
There's 3 in front of you on the other side of the barrier. There's this guy, and there's 2 up on the sides of the bridge, and there's at least
I can't see anything. All I see is the big map you put up. You got to bring up the small map with all our tokens on it. Hello.
Sorry, I had myself muted, and yeah, I don't have a combat map for this. There's 3 guys on one side of the barrier, 2 guys up on a higher position. One has a machine gun, and there's this guy.
Just put up the one of the for the other location you had for the zombies and whatnot.
Okay, hang on. That would be
the first battle map you had, just so we have something.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that'll work. Disable device.
So there's a total of 5 opponents, right?
Roughly, yes.
Okay.
Where are the ones? All right.
Trying to find where your character is. Right, there's Aussie. There he is. I do have you set on this one. Yeah, good. On Untitled. Oh. You're like in the middle of the map by a train track.
So we're the blue car? Ish.
No, you're yeah. Let's just go with the blue car.
Roll with that.
I'm gonna roll with it. Blue car is not what it was before. It is now what you're driving in.
Okay.
It has more space than it was before because it's actually like some sort of not Volkswagen, one of those woody ones, station wagon. So you pay the guy $20. He doesn't have time for that, and so he waves you guys through.
Great, excellent.
Great.
All right. I'm just gonna look at the
They didn't
map.
have to die today. That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't it great? All right.
Yeah.
So you're driving across open farmland areas interspersed with large groups of trees. So pretty much the Midwest. And your options are to go through one of the main gates into the city proper, which which requires you going through a bunch of houses, or you can cross yet another bridge to enter another gate that's much closer to the moorings of your ship.
So what do I want to do, boys?
Well, I feel like if we take the obvious closer route, something bad is going to happen.
Yeah. So we take the obvious road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
Okay.
Okay. We can continue driving to the most inaccessible of bridges on the way out of the good. All right. Most inaccessible bridge going out of your way to avoid the people because being antisocial is awesome, and we should definitely do that. You make your way around the population centers, which one of them has what appears to be a giant temple of some form. I can use that later. And make your way through to one of the... Your options are to go to one of the docks that is north of your mooring, or go through one of the city gates.
You just want to go to the city gates and just make this easier ourselves.
Sure.
Whichever, man.
Yeah.
I'll go with whatever.
Yeah, let's
Whatever you guys want.
Yeah. I'm not in the mood.
So you drive your car through the crowds of people, getting close to the city gate. There's bodies pressing up all on the sides. It is insurance scam waiting to happen.
Yep.
You get through the city gate and you make your way down to the dock side of the near city cordon and pull up to the large warehouse that holds the Onyx Feldspar. Obviously, I'm going to guess you want to keep this car, so I'm going to just say
Yes,
you drive it aboard. You drive it aboard the Onyx Feldspar. You're greeted by your captain, who informs you that it has been overhauled. They have repaired anything that's been needed to be repaired and tuned up everything. How is the mission going?
We explained to him what's been going on, everything that we've been up to. I mean, just recently met up with these two fellas. The the Gimp per se, and the other guy are still in the other town, somewhere lost. We're trying to hopefully get in touch with them later on. But so far, we're making stride.
The captain says he never really liked...
So in summary, since I joined the group, we lost $20. And we're here.
Oh, well, let me tell you, there's like 150 some odd $1,000 in Josh's pack.
Oh.
Stop it. Stop.
Courtesy of Aussie, my gents. Courtesy of Aussie.
Well, the captain says he always hated tasty cakes, and if he dies, well, that's one less person he has to pay. Are you going to give me some of that money?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, he's waiting for... If Regis
What happened?
Regis has asked for some of the money that he got paid by Aussie.
Sure.
He takes your $150,000 and puts it in the safe that only he knows the combination to.
No. No. How much does he owe you?
This is just the captain's price.
He doesn't know we have 150 grand.
Fine. He takes some of the money, and he takes a third of it because he was expecting a large payout from Aussie.
Well,
you
this
didn't
isn't.
wait. No, wait. That's right. You were informed that you're going to be paid $6 million,
Yeah,
so
this
you
wasn't
got
the
half
payout.
of it.
This isn't the payout.
It's not the payout. All right. Well, he remarks that since they're now strapped for cash, he knows who to hit up for some bucks, and asks if you wish to go to the capital, or do you want to go back to the city and do some more investigation now that the curfew is most likely up, and since it will take much less time with this giant flying ship.
Where's the highest chance to make more money?
The highest chance to make more money is to make an assault on the capital and dethrone the king.
Yes, let's assault the capital.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, up to you guys. Whatever you want to do.
I mean, Brochelon's like, I'm down for it.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I'm just kind of along for the ride, so to speak, even though I'm driving. But, you know.
Well, technically, you won't be driving. The captain will be driving.
Oh, that's true. That's true, because we're on the ship now.
All right, so you do a flyover of the capital, and let's see if you see anything. Just to make sure you know, making an assault on the capital just randomly is a bad idea. So let's roll some perception to see just how bad this is gonna get.
Why bother? We know it's going to be bad.
Yeah, that's true.
We know it's going to be so bad. Like, I just know. I the only regret I have is that Tasty Cakes isn't here to witness this badness about to happen.
Let's see. So what we're rolling 1d20.
Plus, holy
Yeah.
Sar knows. Because Sar, he knows it's such a bad idea. He thinks it's a good one.
And it's
Oh,
plus intelligence
Perception is with wisdom.
or wisdom. Okay.
Wisdom. Okay.
This isn't about how smart you are; it's how much common sense you have.
well, that's kind of how it is. Okay.
Because you can have some guys that are just like, geniuses. They can talk about anything and everything from quantum physics to engineering and architecture. The moment you tell them, like, how do you talk to a girl? Like, you walk up to them and show him your D&D character sheet. Like, yeah, see, that's what I mean. Hell, that might even be a smart thing to do compared to what some guys try to play off getting a girl nowadays.
All right, so Regis notices that the place is bristling with anti-air, and that would be a stupid plan.
Yeah, we have to take out those SAMs.
So either options are try to infiltrate via the tunnels again, run any risk of that, and yeah,
Tunnels, gentlemen?
tunnels or try to assault the gate.
Tunnel sounds good. I like tunnels.
Yeah, tunnels.
Okay.
If we assault the gate,
Sure,
we're not gonna make it very far afterwards.
All right, so the captain lands in a as advantageous spot as he can get with this big ass ship, and you disembark, go into the area that is the underground beneath the king's palace. I said palace.
Mhm.
As you proceed, roll for perception to see if you find anything down there as you walk through the murk.
Roll perception.
Whoops! I hit the wrong thing.
Is it a good roll? Keep it.
He rolled a 1.
No. 1 die 20 times 2. Oh no, he rolled 1 die 20. 1 die 20 x 2. That makes no sense. You got a 1.
Okay.
Do that.
There seems to be a lot of activity down here in the sewers. You also smell the smell of rotting meat.
Rotting meat.
Mm.
And there seems to be a lot of
I
foot
think
traffic.
I think we're about to get into a fight, boys. So let's get ready.
I'm gonna start pulling out my. I'm gonna pull out my violin and start playing "Near Am I God to Thee."
He starts playing music. He starts play. You know what? I need a beer. Give me 1 minute. I'm being serious here. I'm gonna go grab a beer. And just like that, when he starts playing, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I'll have Careless Whisper out. And
Actually, that's what I'm gonna play. "Careless Whisper."
So with those rolls,
and Uncle Joe special, by the way. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oliver slips moderately into the shadows, and Regis just completely disappears. So all there is Brochelon walking down the middle of the tunnel, playing Careless Whisper on the violin.
And I'm never gonna dance again. That's all the words I know.
Oh, that's more than I know, at least.
Got 2 feet, but got no rhythm. Yeah. Got 2 feet, but got no rhythm. I'm pulling aggro right now. That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to DPS slowly. By slowly, I mean epic slowly. All right. As the shuffling moves on, coming down the center of the tunnel, there sounds to be a lot of them. And you are met with a horde of zombies.
Cast Shockwave. Oh, yes.
I guess I'm going to put away my violin and pull out my SMG.
Well.
After playing a dum 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 dum, real quick.
We need the guitar case rocket launcher.
Oh, that would be fun. Unfortunately, I couldn't stick one of those inside my little violin case.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyway, so as you prepare to meet your death, the hands of a horde of zombies, I want you to roll some random attack dice like 3 or 4 times as you spray the population with your SMG.
Let's see. My is 2D. 2D6. Wow.
You cause minor damage to the zombies as you hose the place in sheer utter panic.
How many?
Barely bring.
Do you want us to roll?
Just roll that one. That'll work.
Okay.
At this very moment, Clint appears, which you didn't meet. He is the organization you're currently working for, medical chief medical officer. Let's go with that. He's the guy who knows about the zombies. He and several individuals burst out of a side tunnel and cut down the zombies, saving your ass because they were wondering who the hell's playing Careless Whisper. Well, that's right. He didn't. Neither of you have met Clint. Clint introduces himself as the chief medical officer, and that he greets Alver. Wonders where Tasty Cakes is. After you inform him of Tasty Cakes' assumed demise, he says it's probably all for the best. And that he never wants to see that primary weapon ever again. As you're saying this, one of the zombies rears up and bites Regis on the arm.
Bites who?
Regis.
How far up the arm?
This area.
The
You
what?
bit him on the forearm.
Well, I don't have a knife or an axe or something. Otherwise, I would cut it off and go
No,
47 hours on him.
I has returned.
You don't need to cut it off. I'm immune.
Oh wait, are we killing somebody?
Regis just got bit by a zombie.
Yeah,
Get
but
the
don't cut off my
fuck
arm.
out of here!
Yeah, I just got bit, but
How hardcore?
hardcore. But,
yeah, you got saved. You missed after Brochelon was playing Careless Whisper. He sprayed a bunch of bullets at a horde of zombies. Clint came in with some guys and saved their ass. And as they were talking to you, Clint was the chief medical officer of the guys that you met with last game.
Okay.
And as they're doing that, Regis is bit on the forearm by a zombie. Clint rushes over to inspect the wound after putting the zombie down, of course, because we're not idiots in this place, and looks Regis over and realizes that everything's fine. He's not going to turn into a zombie. You don't have to kill your associate, no matter how much you may wish to. Calm yourselves. He also asks in the comments that it was a very, very...
Was that a zombie I heard?
It was great planning to bring a daywalker with you on a zombie hunt.
Well, what?
Daywalker.
And I point Matilda to the gnome and the double barrel to took us on a what?
A daywalker.
A daywalker.
What the hell's that?
My wounds are already healing.
He is a vampire that can stay out in the sunlight.
Oh. Okay.
You're a...
Yep. Always have been. Been alive 300 years.
Yeah. Go ahead and spill, Regis. Might as well drag Ernest into this as well.
Why didn't you tell us?
That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, two of the members of the Onyx Feldspar are daywalkers. They knew you would react this way, and that's why only the captain really knew, except for of course Ernest and them. That's how they met. They both had a lust for blood in a bar. He was super gay, I am sure.
Wait, don't tell me they were trying to find Snickers in each other's pants.
No.
No?
No, it was someone cut themselves. And they both noticed a bit too intently. So yeah. At least if you find Tasty Cakes, you'll have something interesting to tell them.
What's the matter, kiddo? Oh, he wants mom. He's jealous. He knows Big Brother's laying down with mom, reading a book, and now he's like, no, 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 no. I want all the attention.
Parenting. All right. So, other than finding out that you've been living under the same hall with a couple of vampires, how do you feel right now?
Like that. No, 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, dudes. Sorry. I mean, like, you guys look all tasty and all, but I only drink virgin blood.
That's why you spend so much time in brothels, so you don't get tempted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, this also explains why you can drink anyone on the crew under the table.
I would.
And have no hangover.
Yeah, with your liver iron. So, Clint can tell he can cut the tension with a knife. It suggests that you proceed to the inner cordon of the castle to deal with the tyrant that has been ruining this land and covering up the people's true dread and horror as the zombie apocalypse comes on them. You reach the inner cordon, obviously through a bunch of zombies. I don't have enough time to try to explain all of the combat that you go through because I don't want to, and it's late. I want to wrap this up.
Yeah, I got about 15 minutes left.
Yeah, okay. So, you have managed to reach the king's chambers. Your options are to somehow find a place to hold up and wait till he goes to bed and then assassinate him while he's asleep, or just rush in and slaughter everyone in the throne room.
Assassinate him.
Wait for him to be asleep. Is his name Joffrey by any chance? Because that'd be fucking great.
It would, actually.
You know what? I never came up with a name for this guy. Let's just use that. You give him the code name of Joffrey because you don't really care at all. All right.
And he's gonna die anyway. All right.
He's gonna die anyway.
I say the gnome hides in his room. The thing is, you're not really an assassin.
Well, I do have a couple of disguises though. So, I mean,
That'll be perfect.
I could pretend to be an assassin for a little bit, and
No. You're gonna dress up as one of these one of these dudes that hang out with him at night.
Oh, good. I was
One
ready.
of his gay lovers? What?
No, I mean, we haven't done any recon on this at all. We're just gonna like, let's kill the king. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we gotta do recon first. That's.
Yeah, okay. So we sent in the short guy.
Alrighty. All
like,
right.
who's in the throne room right now? What's going on?
Where are you guys hiding in all this? Like down the hall or something?
Yeah, down the hall. I mean,
I'll cast invisibility.
Obviously behind some tapestries.
definitely.
Or do you want me to cast invisibility on the gnome?
Oh, I would love invisibility.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
I'll go stealth wise. And if I'm seen, I'm just like, shoot him in the fucking head, I guess.
Casting invisibility.
18.
Well, that doesn't seem to have worked out very well.
What?
You got an 8?
I don't understand. How come I have two rolls? I have an 18 and then an 8. I don't get it.
I don't know. That might be your modifier.
Take the best of two rolls? I mean,
I only see one, to be fair. With that's been split.
What do you see?
With a benefit. Stealth 5. 18, 8.
Oh,
stealth 5.
yeah, I think I see 2. I think there were 2 rolls, an 18 and an 8.
Yeah, no, the first roll was 13 plus 5 because that's my bonus, and the other roll was a 3 plus a 5. I don't understand how this thing works.
Interesting. Well, let's just go with you are concealed decently.
All right.
Wait, let me roll for invisibility.
Are we sending in the gnome?
You don't roll in for invisibility; just cast it.
Oh. I thought we were gonna cast for a thing.
For what?
For effect. No? Okay.
Cast for effect? What do you mean?
Nothing. Never mind. Do your thing.
It's a level 4 spell,
So the
right?
gnome is invisible.
Let me see.
I think so. Let me see. 2, level 2.
And invisibility is a level 2? God damn. Invisibility and E5. Yeah. Sure. What should be some ridiculously overpowered spell?
As always.
Caster level 2. Touch. Last.
So I'm just going to say that the gnome is invisible. And, you sneak into the king's bedchambers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A little at a time. Roll for perception to see if what you see in there.
Roll for perception.
If it's the boy lover, I'm gonna be so mad.
What happened?
They usually have boy lovers. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, right.
My
Okay.
wisdom is +2.
Well, that's right. All of you are in there. All right. So the man is old. He's definitely past 60.
Definitely past 60.
He is he's not into anything. He just wants to sleep. And so there's one guy in the corner who's barely awake because who's going to assassinate this old guy?
Oh, so this is like the guard in the corner? Okay.
Guard in the corner, one of his bodyguards. And the old man is just lying there peacefully sleeping in a nice onesie of the old style underneath a bunch of blankets because he can't stay warm.
Okay, so I whisper. What's the matter, Adam? Give me a second, guys. Hold on.
I don't think I have any kind of a knife or anything with me, just in case. I think all I've got is my
Yeah, babe, I got it. All right, this is what we should do. There's a guard, right? Okay.
Yep.
Kassar, you're gonna smother him.
Or I
The
can just
Nomina-
cast polymorph. I can cast polymorph.
No. Don't waste a spell. Let's make this look like a natural causes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually okay. Good.
And the guard, if he moves or anything, I'll just smash his nose in. It'll look like he fell off his chair that he was sitting back on. And then, Gnome, since I know you guys are good at this, write a scroll real quick. Like, make a scroll saying, I beseech all of my properties of the kingdom to the following that bears this seal, and put our names on it. And then, and clutch it in his hand. All right, give me a second. We'll go over this in a minute. Hold on.
This is actually genius. I never thought this would happen.
So I'm now a forger then, huh? Is that what I'm understanding?
You're forging a document, turning over all this guy's ownership to you three.
All right. Well.
Yeah, we're leaving out the captain.
Leaving out the captain.
You want to include tasty cakes?
Yeah, let's include tasty cakes.
Okay, I'm sure he'll love the new information.
Shall I roll anything to see how good the forgery is? Or do you care?
Let's wait till Albert comes back to figure this stuff out, because it was his plan.
That is true.
Yeah. Okay. So, the air is filled with soothing incense. I'm filling up time till people come back because I hate dead air on streams. So there's that.
So I'm thinking about after that the whole thing is done, we're gonna teleport. I want us to teleport back to the Onyx Feldspar.
Okay. I mean, it's an exit strategy. I would recommend that you raid the files cabinet on the way, just in case there's any documentation on the plague that you need.
And I will be doing. Let me see. I'm gonna be looking at something to make it look like we didn't mess with the file cabinets.
Yeah.
No, I have.
Okay, I'm back. All right, Gnome. Since I know
Yes.
since I know you guys are good at this, I just had a great idea.
Thank you for not profiling, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna be stereotypical as fuck right now. This is gonna be straight up stereotype. Now, this is the thing. You're gonna write real quick in one of the scrolls that I'm pretty sure he has nearby, because there's the king's chambers and all, that the king, and his time of his death, wants the world to know the truth that he had several children out of wedlock. One is Tasty Cakes, who upon finding out the truth of his lineage, a spell of madness was cast on him. So now he's crazy and he completely forgot who he is. Another one was me, who I was misbegotten and grew up on the streets. And the vampire, the Kassar, Kassar bore witness to all this because his great grandfather was friends with the one who lay with the vampire that created the lineage of half vampire that created him. You know what I mean?
Ah,
You getting all this?
Okay. Yep.
You're getting all this? Good. So basically, we're all blood linked together.
see.
Quickly, write it up.
Okay. Okay. Should we just imagine he's written all this by now?
Yeah, he's done.
Okay. No, he's gonna. Oh boy, my son is so pissed off at his mother.
Oops.
But I don't tell the others. Oops. Come on.
All right. So
in the bottom, I put the bearers of this seal will be the ones that are my lost kinfolk. I'm sorry. I should have been a better king, but I should have been a father first. Stuff like that. And the symbol is going to be the beautiful naked woman drawn on the handle of my pistol. Careless whisper. And the vampire and the half vampire, his symbol is going to be on the. I'm pretty sure you got a ring or something or other. And tasty cakes, a symbol of virility, of damn it, not a cock, of course.
What about an obelisk?
Yeah,
an obelisk. Yeah, that'll work. An obelisk will work.
An obelisk. Yep.
You getting this, Benjamin?
Yeah, sure. It's all going down.
And you remember, Benjamin, you're the scribe that wrote all this down. So
I am the scribe, but
exactly.
Thing is, once things go out of my brain onto paper, they disappear from my brain, so I won't be able to recite it later.
Okay, I'm gonna write down 4.
That's a curse.
That is a curse.
No, that's the curse of truth. You wrote this and you forgot about it to protect the kingdom, to protect the king from whatchamacallit, from foreign nations kidnapping his children and shit. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be clutched in his hand, and when we smother the fuck out of him.
This big going down.
You're gonna die today.
You're gonna learn today.
Everyone's writing some stuff down. Are the Sons of the King. All right, put that right in there so I have a note later. And you may proceed with the smothering, Brotalon.
All right. I take my pillow and I say, "And you're never gonna dance again."
Why are you?
Remember, the name is Careless Whispers. So
right now we're being very cheerful.
The king stirs in his slumber as you near him, singing careless whispers.
Why are you for real? Why are you singing out of character? Why are you? Don't
Can I cast sleep? I want to cast sleep again on this.
Yes, that's great. Cast sleep on him. He'll pass right out.
Wait, on me or the king?
On the king. On the king.
On the king.
No, that'd be hilarious if you cast sleep on the gnome. He just falls forward and applies the...
I feel like there's what was it? 2 deaths and a funeral coming on.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's just cast sleep. Dungeon Master.
Yeah. Okay. So a deep slumber falls upon the king, and Brochelon proceeds with the euthanasia or regicide or whatever we want to call this. It takes him
Regicide.
roughly about 6 strenuous minutes of trying to get up on the bed, smother this guy,
Thanks, guys. Sent me in to do a tall man's job.
and
Yakety sax, please.
he can't.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Can't do it right, so he lies on the dude's face, applying the pressure, and the king passes into eternity in the peacefulness of his unconsciousness, with the scroll clutched in his hand. You sneak out of the room. Roll to see just how well you sneak, because this could get
Let's see. So that would be stealth, right? Dexterity.
Wait.
Wait, hold on.
Who was no, we came out of the invisibility. No, I'm still in the stealth. I never came out of stealth. I just spoke to them, and then they did the business.
okay.
Pet Cemeteries on Amazon Prime.
All right.
Well, that's actually a really good roll.
That is a really good roll.
The gnome sneaks out along with the daywalker, and you slip away. Do you want to check the files room on your way out, or do you just want to get the hell out?
I think
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out. We're gonna
Okay.
do we're gonna casting invisibility again, just to be safe.
All right, so y'all sneaking through the files room, looking for anything of use for combating the zombie plague, and all the other things that you need to know about. Let's find out. Who wants to do the searching, or are you gonna set the gnome to do it?
Somebody watch the door, and I'll help with the searching. Gnomes love to steal, so.
Yes, and I got a decent intelligence, so.
All right, so the daywalker, with his extra perception abilities, is watching the door, and Brochelon and Alvar are rifling through the papers. You find many conspiracy theory proved right, and you find pertinent information on the zombie plague and the means in which they're trying to combat it. However, there's much too many files on it to look through at that time, so you decide to put them in a container and lug them off with you.
Is this like little small briefcase kind of container, or like banker's box, or?
I think a couple of those messenger bags taped together on each shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
Take them.
I wanna cast let's cast
Wait, now that we're here, you have to write again. I need you to write different notes. Not notes. I'm sorry. It's not notes. It's what do you call it?
Dossier?
No. It's when you send a message to somebody. Basically,
Correspondence.
Yeah. The king. You need you to write up fake correspondences that the king summoned us to the castle. Basically, that you were summoned and to summon us. That everything will be made clear once we speak to the king. He's fallen ill. Blah 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 blah.
He doesn't have much time left.
Exactly. This, all this, that, and the other. And you must come to the castle. Does not matter the time you arrive. Come straight to the castle. And show this at the door, and they will come get me.
So this is correspondence from the king to me to go find you?
Yes, to you to come find us.
Okay.
And then another letter saying, you are at the behest of the king summoned to the castle. Blah 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 blah. So you're doing one to you, and then one to each of us. And Tasty Cakes is going to have his sealed because you haven't given it to him, of course. We just took over a kingdom without firing a single shot.
Isn't that awesome? I never expected this to happen. Truly, I didn't.
Hey man, if it's an opportunity, you take that bitch.
Yeah, this is definitely not how I saw this going.
He's built. He likes to like for some reason dump the milk on his chest.
Well, that's gonna
Say
be
what?
interesting when he's older.
No, my son. He drinks his milk and all of a sudden he takes the bottle and there's very little left, so he'll just someone's just dumping it everywhere. Like you kidding me?
All right. Well, I don't know if Brochelon's actually writing this down for later or if he's actually putting it in the chat.
I did.
Okay.
Just the basics.
Okay, so you did that for the previous thing too in a Word document?
Sure. Yeah, I've got a document that I'm gonna save alongside my character sheet.
Okay.
Such as
I
it
was
is.
expecting that. So that's awesome. I'm guessing you guys are going to exfiltrate now, and then we can close, and everyone can go to sleep or do whatever.
No. We're gonna go out, make a U-turn, and walk up to the castle.
You do realize it's in the middle of the night right now.
He said that's why I posted. That's not why I posted. That's what the note. That's why the note says. At the behest of the king, no matter what time, come to the castle.
Ah, okay.
All
right, so you sneak out through the zombie-infested sewers, and you come back in through the front door of the king's castle.
And we knock on it, of course. We're not heathen.
You knock on the guards are completely surprised by this. You showed them the papers of why you're there.
Yeah, the summoning papers.
And they see, and it's legit because it has the king's seal on it.
They have all the paperwork's in order, and you are rushed to the king, only to find that he had expiated mere 30 minutes before your arrival, and with his last will and testament just so happens to be clutched in his hand.
And we happen to smell like sewer.
Oh, we explained to them. Listen, those zombies, man, they stink. Their stuff lands on us. So we
got here as soon as we could.
Yeah, the note says we're summoned by the king. What are we gonna say? No. We're not gonna say no to the king. Come on.
Pull out my violin and start playing.
Stop.
God save the king.
Now's not the time. Listen, I get it. You're cursed. You don't understand. Stop.
Okay, put my violin away.
Side note, I think any game that's going to include Brochelon and Tasty Cakes is just going to get weird really quickly.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, that's going to be glorious. Hopefully that eventually happens someday. But, yeah. I think I'm going to wrap it up there as you are hailed as new owners of the kingdom and stuff is filed. Wait, you said you were... What? No. Paperwork's put in order for you to be recognized as heirs to the king, checking up on stuff, all that good stuff. And we'll leave it there, as you still have to take care of a necromancer and a zombie plague, and I need enough material to cover that next time.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this, if anyone ever watches this, which I hope they do because it's always good fun, I will catch you next time on the Adventures of the Onyx Feldspar.